and Glad was on set, and Glad always said, if you find the right actor, write to them. Don't try to, put a square peg in a round hole with.
I want to congratulate you on Land of Women. I loved it. Might be my favorite series so far this year.
Yay! And it's already July, so we're halfway there.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, Eva, because I'm with The Advocate, which is LGBTQ plus media, I want to ask you first about Kate's story, which is she's your daughter in the series, and it's not a huge part of her story, but she is queer and trans, and it really only comes up when her family shows her love and support. Mm-hmm. What does it mean to you to model that kind of support in this storytelling?
Yeah, it was so important to us to find an authentic actor for the role. Our writer had written this character, trans, and so as we were looking for the actor to play Kate, we got tapes from everywhere, and I remember it was originally had to be Spanish accent from Spain, and when we got Victoria's tape, she was from Mexico, and Ramon called me and he goes, I found our Kate. She's perfect. She's, so good. Her acting is so good. And she's never acted before in her life. And we fell in love with her so much that we changed the whole character to be Mexican, to be from Mexico, because we really I directed a pilot called Glamorous years ago, and it was like queer utopia. It was like a drag queen, a bisexual, a lesbian, and so we had Glad on set, and Glad was so great at like helping us navigate, like making sure we were, and our showrunner was gay, and our producer was gay, and it was the best environment. And Glad was on set, and Glad always said, if you find the right actor, write to them. Don't try to put a square peg in a round hole with like, well, she's not trans, but she's gay, and he's like, well, then that's not the character, and Glad was really helpful. So I learned a lot back then when I was directing that particular pilot. And so I love that Ramon was so open to that. I'm like, we should just change the character for Victoria. And then when Victoria read the script, she goes, that happened to me at an airport. And I was like, what? And she said, yeah, that happened to me. And then when I heard that, I told Ramon, you should talk to her more. And she had great conversations with the head writer to help craft how hard it was to get medicine sometimes, how, bullying, and how, she didn't feel like she belonged all the time, and she, emotionally. And so he just infused the character with her experiences, and different enough that it was Kate, but at least authentic enough that people from the LGBTQ community could look at it and go, oh, that's accurate,
Wonderful. Well, unfortunately, I have to wrap.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry I took too long.
No, it's okay. But Santiago, I'm sorry.
That's all right. I think at the end of the day, that's a lesson for everyone. The fact of looking at the person for who they are and catering to them. That's just a beautiful lesson.
Did you talk to Victoria yet?
I did, yes.
Okay,
lovely.
Good. She's amazing. Yes. And you know what? I just want to say also, the thing I loved most about Victoria and her being on the set, she is the most confident person you will meet. She knows exactly who she is. And then when you meet her, she was 16 when we shot this, and she knew then who she was, what she wanted. There was no, doubt about who she was in life. And I just would look at her and marvel, going, I am not even that sure about who I am.
Oh yeah,
How are
at that age, I would have been like,
we were a mess. But when you meet Victoria, you're like, she is very confident about who she is.
Completely.
And I think she's going to be a great, great voice for your community.